Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. This is a video about INS and their token swap to XNS. And the first thing I will say is do not buy INS right now. You might actually even want to consider selling right now, even though it's dropped, because I think they completely screwed over the investors and the tokenomics by switching over to XNS. And I'll go over the parts I really don't like. But I think they handled this completely wrong, and this is definitely like bordering pretty much on scam at this point. Like, I still believe like Insolar, the company itself, will do pretty well because of the partnerships. But this token thing, like the token thing, I definitely don't agree with their migration because the exchange rate and how much they're inflating the how much they're actually inflating the supply of the coin by, I don't agree with that at all. I also don't agree with like the vesting time of this coin. I think both of those are ridiculous. And if you wanted to buy XNS, I would definitely wait until they actually switch over to XNS to buy rather than buy right now, because there are some really crappy things in the deal if you hold throughout the coin swap. So INS is turning into XNS. Now they're giving holders a 1 to 10 trade ratio. So that means if you have one INS, they'll give you 10 XNS. But here's the problem. They're actually increasing the supply by more than 1 to 10. Right now, the maximum supply for INS is 50 million. They're increasing the maximum supply to 10 billion. And they're starting with a supply of 2 billion. An increase from 50 million to 10 billion is 200x. So they're increasing the supply by 200x, only giving you a 1 to 10 trade. Now, in my book, that's a very bad deal. So definitely not worth buying right now, because what they're doing right there is they're diluting the current INS holders, and they're trying to make money off of token sales by doing that. So I definitely 100% do not support that. So I would definitely not buy INS right now, because I think you're going to get screwed if you hold on through the switch. I didn't see this coming for INS. I still think like their business actually is pretty good because they got the partnerships, but they're definitely not treating the token holders right. The other thing is, if you trade INS for XNS, there is a 5-year vesting time. At least that's what I heard from people. And that is completely nonsense. You have to wait for like 5 years before you can do anything with your coins. That's complete garbage, man. That's total garbage. Like that's not even something I would consider doing. As soon as I heard that, I'm just like, yeah, if you own INS, you might actually do better just selling it and then buying XNS afterwards if you still feel like buying XNS. The migration is just not that great for current holders, and I don't think you should buy it. I mean, like, this isn't financial advice, by the way, but looking at the way they've structured this and looking at the response on their Twitter, like, even the INS holder is saying, hey, man, this is a scam. And when people start saying that, that is a big red flag that you don't want to buy, because usually the investors of a certain coin are very, very positive towards anything the coin does. When you see the investors of a coin start saying like, man, the swap is a scam, that's when you know you probably don't want to be part of this coin anymore for right now. So like, while buying XNS afterwards might actually be a good decision, at this point, because of the new news that just came out, which completely like shocked me basically on this swap, it is not a good idea, in my opinion, to actually buy INS right now. You might still want to buy XNS after they do the swap, but I think they're super diluting the investors right now, and that just can't be a good thing. Like when VeChain did the 1 to 100 swap, they did increase the supply by 100 times, but they also gave the investors like 1 to 100 swap. So they increased the supply at the same ratio they gave the swap. INS, they're increasing the supply by 200x, and they're only giving you a 10x swap. So that's a bad deal. So don't buy it, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you, and have a nice day.